Everybody, and welcome back to Robert's Reviews. Today we are going to be continuing our Leonardo DiCaprio review session series with The Quick and the Dead. The Quick and the Dead was released in 1995, and it was directed by Sam Raimi, who is a god, and it was written by Simon Moore and kind of sort of Joss Whedon. I don't think it's credited, but I know for a fact that he wrote the last sequence of the movie because Sam Raimi didn't like it, and he asked Joss Whedon to do it. But anyway, this movie's interesting. Before I get into the movie, let me just recap what I said yesterday, in case any of you didn't hear it. I'm sorry about the audio and the visual quality. At some point, I will be getting a webcam, hopefully, and fixing that. If you hear crying babies, that's my family. I am home now. Welcome to my bedroom. This is where I sleep, and this is where I do my homework now. It's not great. The Wi-Fi drops out all the time. It'll just leave and never come back. So hopefully that'll get fixed. It won't, but hopefully. But hopefully you continue to watch my videos anyway because you like the content more than you like the audio and video quality. They're really great. I love all who support me. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's a crying baby. The Quick and the Dead is an interesting movie. It's technically a Western. I am not interested in watching Western movies almost at all. I did not enjoy any Western movies growing up. I just never could get into them. This one was different, though. And I don't know if it's because I'm older now and I'm able to appreciate that kind of cinema, or if my opinions change and I just kind of enjoy them now. I honestly don't know, but I really did enjoy watching this movie for a variety of reasons. For one, it's character driven, right? Like, I think that they had one plot point and the rest of it was just characters. They're like, we're gonna have, I didn't tell you what the movie's about. Essentially, this mayor is really mean and kind of an asshole, and so he sets up this quick firing competition, which is when you pull out a gun and you shoot people, and he does it basically to show that he's better than everyone else, and he's very hubris. And these other characters are trying to win the contest for a variety of reasons that I will go through as I explain them. Anyway, that's one plot point, is that they make the shooting contest. The rest of it is revolved around what characters are doing what for what reasons, which is really cool. I like that aspect of the movie, and overall, it's a generally pretty good movie. I enjoyed it a lot. Um, that being said, there were a variety of issues with it. I'm going to talk about that after I talk about the acting. I'm going to do acting first. First, Sharon Stone, who plays Ellen, or the lady as she's called in the movie. Really, really well done, for one. For two, she's the one that actually hired Leonardo DiCaprio. Funny story. So she wanted Leonardo DiCaprio to be in the film so bad that she personally paid his salary, which does happen a lot more than you would think in these movies, but still, crazy, right? Sharon Stone herself is a wonderful actress. I don't know if I've seen her in anything else, but she's really good in this. So she plays Ellen. Basically, the mayor is mean, was very, very rude, no spoilers, to her father, and now she has waited many, many years and is now coming back to enter the competition so that she can have her chance to shoot him dead. And she does a wonderful job. I mean, she's fierce, but she's got like this almost like I don't know what I want. I don't know what to say here. Like a softness to her, right? Like she almost seems innocent. Like we know she's not, but she almost seems it, which is quite impressive, and I'm quite happy about it. It really adds more to the character because you can see that she doesn't really want to hurt anybody, but she means business, you know? So really, really well done to her. I don't know if I've seen her in anything else. If I have, I bet it was good because this was really good. But if it's bad, maybe it's a one-time wonder. I don't know. We'll see. Gene Hackman as Herod. That's the mayor guy. He's a dick. I've heard that working with Gene Hackman can be very, very troublesome. I don't know if it was the same for this movie. I know it was for the movie I reviewed before, Hoosiers. He was the lead in that one. And I gotta say, as much as people say he's hard to work with, he's a phenomenal actor. Like he is so good in this movie, and as he was in Hoosiers, and he just got this like attentive, like dominant personality that just makes you want to look at him. I don't know what it is. I wish I could put it into correct words, but really, it's quite stellar. I really did enjoy the whole performance. Um, I think his character is probably my favorite character in the whole story. Just in terms of overall balance between good and bad. His is just so bad, and everyone else is kind of teeter tottering in the middle. And it was nice to have somebody I could focus my hatred towards. So that was kind of cool. Russell Crowe as Court. This is the first time that Russell Crowe was featured in an American film, and it really kicked started his career. And he did again a really really good job. All the acting in this movie is really good. Um, Russell Crowe was really great. Court's character is like used to be a bad guy and then turned good and became like a pastor. And Herod hates that, so that's the main reason why he created the shooting competition is so that he has an opportunity to kill Court. And he really hits on Court a lot. It's really quite sad, but great character, great acting. Really, really did enjoy that character overall as a whole. And finally, Leonardo DiCaprio as the Kid. They call him the Kid the entire time. He has a name that's mentioned once, but no one calls him that. They all call him the Kid. He doesn't have a lot of screen time in this film, which is fine. I'm not, just because he doesn't have a lot of screen time doesn't mean he wasn't fantastic, because he was. Um, I think he's better at other kinds of roles. Oh, I should also mention, I know that some of you might understand that the Basketball Diaries comes first before this movie. I can't find the Basketball Diaries anywhere on any streaming service, or I can't even rent it off of YouTube, and I can't even rent it off of Amazon Prime. So I'm not paying $20 for the DVD. I'd rather rent it through a streaming service. That's how I watch most of my movies. Is I rent it off of like YouTube for like $2. Um, Unfortunately, that is not available to me. If for some reason it comes available to me before the end of the series, I will definitely review it because it looks great. Um, but if it doesn't, oh well. Much disappointment. Such wow. But I'll look into it before I watch any other movies. Before I watch each Leonardo DiCaprio movie, I'll look to see if that one's available, and if it is, we can add it to the series. That'd be great. But anyway, he was fantastic. He's always good in everything he does, obviously, but I think that he does better in other movies, like where he can play a character that has a lot more dynamics. The Kid is actually the son to Herod. It's a small spoiler, um, and I don't know. I mean, it just wasn't enough for me to believe that he had a good time acting with that. I feel like Leonardo DiCaprio needs a little bit more with characters. Like in the two previous movies that we've looked at, he played a kid that has really, really bad mother and father problems and is struggling to find himself. And then in the second one, What's Eating Gilbert Grape, we see that he is a mentally ill person who struggles to find himself and where he fits in with his family and with the rest of the world. And in this one, he's just a kid and he can shoot things really fast, which is great. But I think that I'm not saying it was a waste of Leonardo DiCaprio, but I do think because he was fantastic. I just think that maybe they could have added something a little bit more for him to play with. But that's a personal opinion. Almost done with this review here. I just want to talk about a couple more reasons why this movie doesn't get an A for one. Essentially, a lot of the big problems comes with the special effects. Now, Sam Raimi is a god with a camera. He is very good at like these really awesome camera movements and sweet shots, but it doesn't always work out the way I think he envisions it. So first of all, the blood in this movie is awful. It looks so fake. It looks really thin, and there's way too much blood for a body for one gunshot wound. Also, when you shoot someone, blood doesn't come out their front. Like, you're gonna shoot somebody in the front, like most of the blood will just dribble out of the hole, and the rest will just come out the back. So I just don't. I feel like that would have it kind of ruined it for me a little bit. Also, there's this one shot where like he shoots through like a guy, somebody shoots a guy, and it goes through the person, and then you can like the camera goes behind him, and you can see through the hole that he shot him through. And first of all, cool shot, but second of all, really unrealistic. All these gunshots are not realistic. They don't look very good, and it's quite upsetting because the rest of the movie is really, really great. With that, I'm gonna give this movie a B. I think it's fun. Anybody who likes westerns will like this movie. I don't like westerns, and I really enjoyed it. But I think a lot of it has to be given to Gene Hackman in particular, who just did such a phenomenal job. But with that, you guys should subscribe, please. I see a lot of people watch my videos and they don't subscribe. It's quite disappointing. Make sure you're subscribing. You should join my Facebook group and comment on there. Whatever you want to review, just drop it in a comment or make a whole new post. That's totally fine. Follow Twitter, Instagram, although I don't post there very often. And with that, that's all I have. Keep watching movies and films. Stay educated, and I'll see you guys in the next video.